My name is Kim van Breukelen, clinical specialist for LivaNova. In this short clip, I'll show you how to collapse the Perceval valve. Take your base plate and put it in front of you so that you can read the letters. So I can read here Soren Perceval S. On the plate there is a large opening and above it is like a round opening. On your collapsing tool you have like a little foot sticking out and also a round part that sticks out. With the foot that sticks out facing towards you, slide it inside the larger opening and it should fit in like this. Then lock it with this locking mechanism and these two now have become one. You can open and close the collapsing tool, and to start off with I would like to have it open. In my case it's green and this collapsing tool is for size L and XL. You can also have a collapsing tool that is blue and that is for size small and medium. You can now open Perceval, and once you open a new unused valve it will look like this. The Perceval valve is stored in an aldehyde-free solution, so you don't have to rinse or wash it before you can use the valve. An unused new valve will look like this, and you have to cut some stitches to remove the first disc that slides off, and then 3 more stitches with an 11 blade, and you can remove this tip. And the last part that is attached to the Perceval valve is this little tag with the Perceval serial number. Again, it's attached with a stitch and you can just take this off. The Perceval valve has an inflow ring with 3 eyelets. 1, 2 and 3. And those eyelets are for the guiding sutures. Of course, inside you have the bovine pericardium leaflets, and then it sits inside a stent frame that is made of nitinol. This inflow ring sits in the patient annulus like this, and this outflow ring here at the top sits at the patient STJ level. In the stent frame you can find 3 straight commissurial struts, 1, 2 and 3, and there are also extra sinusoidal struts, 1, 2 and 3. The 3 eyelets on the inflow ring are used for the guiding sutures. Once the valve is parachuted inside the patient annulus, those guiding sutures are removed and the Perceval valve is truly sutureless. Take the Perceval in your left hand and look on the inflow ring for a dotted line. There is only one such line. If you pretend that this is a clock, I want the line at 12 o'clock, so facing the ceiling. Now I'm going to push quite a lot until I hear a click. So you hear a crunch first and then you hear a click. Now I can check that the Perceval is in correctly. I can show you the valve is round in appearance and also the sinusoidal struts are on the outside of the plastic triangular parts. So in this case it doesn't look very round in appearance, but it is more oval. Once you have this, you can use both hands on either side to correct the orientation. You can of course also take the valve completely out and start again. The dual handle has 2 moving parts. This plastic sheath you can move up and down, and the tip. The tip you can move further away from the handle by turning in the direction of the unlock sign. If you want to move the tip further towards the handle, you move this little wheel towards the lock sign. Before I start to collapse the valve, I'll make sure that the sheath is flush with the handle and that the tip is as far away from the handle as possible by turning this little wheel in the direction of the open lock. So the Perceval valve will sit on the handle like so, and therefore I like this space to be as much as possible. I now make sure that I can read the letters Sorin Perceval S and carefully move the handle inside the valve. I place this little ridge onto the holder and now I can press down with my left hand, move the sheath over, take my smart clip to secure the sheath, and now move the wheel in the direction of the lock. So the cap will now start to move over the Perceval valve. And you can maybe see it on this side. I can feel some resistance, but I'll keep turning until I can feel that the whole handle wants to start turning. Now I can let go of my left hand and I can lift the Perceval and the handle off. 2 to 3 millimeters of the inflow ring should be under the cap. The outflow ring nitinol should be evenly and nicely under the see-through sheath. And as you can see, the leaflets are not in any way crimped or collapsed at all. I can now deploy the Perceval valve on the table by turning the little wheel in the direction of the open lock. The inflow ring will become free from the cap. And of course that inflow ring sits at the level of the patient's annulus. Then I can take the smart clip off and move the sheath towards the handle. Of course in the patient it will not jump like that. It will not jump like that as the inflow ring is opposed to the patient annulus. Thank you for watching how to collapse a Perceval valve.